This is the story the papers didn't think you'd want to read. This is the story you didn't ask for but are being told anyway. This is the Eric Howell story. Beneath the
Actually, I grew up in Chicago, born and raised. Well, sort of. I lived on the 9700 block of South Morgan Street until I was about 5 years old. My father was a physician, Dr. Baker Howell, MD. My mom took care of my sister and I, and then later became a nurse. I don't know what happened with me. If I still had that head of hair today, I'd be a multi-platinum recording star. When I was about 5 years old, my dad moved us out to a 5-acre ranch house in the suburbs of Glen Ellen, Illinois. It was fabulous. I grew up climbing trees, playing football in the field. It was a great, happy childhood. Well, for the most part. Oh, a sign of things to come.
For years, I've been growing up listening to the Beatles and listening to the Coasters. Everything's on shuffle. You know, my dad's side of the record collection was largely like Nat King Cole, The Bird, Charlie Parker, jazz with Dad. And then my mom had some Elvis, the Jacksons, and my mother had the Beatles. I think the first Beatle record I ever heard was Yesterday and Today. Did my first gig when I was 14 years old, my first band in junior high. Stonehenge, pre-Spinal Tap, then The Reform. Everybody else was in college or just graduated. It was like on their way to like starting off their life post-graduation. I'm living in a house with 3 strange dudes that I don't know. 19 years old and lived with 2 or 3 other transients. Crazy amount of drinking, and the house belonged to this lawyer, so we're just like underage drinking and throwing wild parties in a house that belonged to an attorney. He threw us all out. This is what I was doing. I didn't go to college.